What's up, my YouTube followers? And make a short tutorial here. Don't have the car with me, so I posted a video a couple days ago on a 2012 Hyundai Elantra. Had the 1.8 4-cylinder in it. Let's make it over here. Anyway, standard dual overhead cam 1.8. If you don't know what size the engine is, you can always run the VIN. Anyway, the compressor was overfilled. The person tried running it for a year, overfilled. I let some of the Freon on in a buddy of mine's shop. It ran for about 3 days, and the compressor was so badly damaged from being overfilled from overfilling with the Freon, needed to be replaced. So number one, you're gonna chalk the wheels, obviously, jack the car up, jack stands, jack, blah, 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 open the hood, disconnect your negative side of the battery. These are all things, if you're working on cars, you should know. You're looking at the alternator. In order to get the air compressor off, the old one, you're going to have a 12 millimeter wrench and a 6-point socket, preferably something that's got a breaker bar. There are 2 bolts on the bottom of the air compressor and one up near where the plug is on the top of the compressor. You can actually see that bolt if you shine a light down, right where the plug is for the top of the compressor. There's one here, one down on the bottom, one over on the other side nearest to the oil pan. There's only 3 of them that hold the compressor in. Super easy to take out. In order to get that compressor off, you're going to need up top where the alternator is to loosen. There's a 12 millimeter bolt. It's on threads, and a 14 millimeter nut. It's going to be on the side of the alternator. Loosen that 14 first. Put a 12 millimeter socket on the bolt. Spin it out counterclockwise. That'll loosen the belt for you. That's the tensioner for the belt. Once that belt's loosened, you'll be able to slide it off the bottom. Just let it hang. It's a lot easier at that time to maneuver the bolts. Once you take the compressor and you're able to unplug it and get all the bolts out, there's a low line, which is the low side line on the bottom of the air compressor is the bigger one. It has a larger hole. And then the high side line, there's 2 12 millimeter bolts that hold those on. Once you loosen them up, you may need to tap on them a little bit. There's O-rings inside those lines and oil in that most of the time in that compressor. The compressor I took off was so bad, there's a sight glass in it. There's not 1 drop of oil was left in it. That's one of the reasons it failed. That's pack 46 oil that comes in those when they're sealed new. Should be about 3 ounces of oil inside the brand new air compressor when you get it. I got mine from O'Reilly's. It's an original equipment compressor. You're going to get sticker shock unless you shop around on the internet. I think it was around $700 at AutoZone. O'Reilly's had it for $489, brand new with a lifetime warranty. They actually cost more than that. So she got a pretty good deal on the compressor. So when I went to O'Reilly's, they gave me a kit with the pack 46 oil in it. Huge waste of time. About 70 different O-rings, evaporators, some other stuff. I've never had an issue, thank the Lord, so far. The car's been working fine. She had it Memorial Day yesterday, took it out to Cali and up and around. Once the compressor's put back on, you tighten everything up. If you have a Schrader valve tool, the low side line sits by the firewall. There's a specific way you add that PAG 46 oil to it. I didn't have the proper equipment, so I used a tube with a small straw, stuck it down in the hole where the Schrader valve goes, and dumped about 1.8, maybe 2 ounces of the PAG 46 oil down the low side line where you're going to recharge the Freon. That gave it about 4.8 ounces is what it calls for. A little bit under that, maybe about 5-6 ounces of oil, you know what I'm saying, somewhere around there. I think it's like 4.8 is what it calls for on your owner's manual. Anyway, now that I'm done babbling, once that's done, you put the Freon cans back on there, turn the car on, turn the AC on low. You could pump the 134 back in. I got the 134 of the 12-ounce cans. It's going to take a full 12-ounce can and about half of another one, right at about 18 ounces of Freon. Listen to me directly. Do not overfill the Freon. Once you see the gauge go from the yellow into the green, into the yellow, right about just past the green and the yellow, you're going to feel that air. I put a thermometer in the gauge on the car after I had it done, about 48 to 50 degrees. That's right where it needs to be. She was happy. It took me a while to get it done. It was about 105 degrees out when I did it. So do yourself that favor. If your gut's telling you that the compressor's going out, there's nothing wrong with getting a decent junkyard one.